Welcome everyone, and hello Claudia.
Hi, Julia.
How are you?
I'm okay. Excited.
Ready for an interesting and beautiful investigation.
Sure, as
Great.
always.
My name is Iulia Ipati, and I'm external Hypnoperator and student of the Claudia Grifasi Academy, while my colleague here, Claudia, she's a support telepath for the Grifasi method. This week, we prepared for you the 303 investigative cycle, protocol number 1. The protocol is mixed, it's comprised of 2 parts. The first part is fixed. We cannot deepen or change the questions and the answers, except on the exploratory part where we can explore the answers from the first part. If somebody likes to have a session with me, can contact me the description, the information this video. You can follow me on my social media links. You can find all the information and the description of this video. Also, to contaminate the information as little as possible, all our support telepaths, they don't know the subject of the investigation that we are conducting in different other languages. If somebody likes to feel the vibe to participate live in an investigation, you can become our sponsor, where you can participate in the investigation, you can ask for questions, the telepath, and you feel, how is behind the scenes kind of, right? How is working. So if somebody is interested, you can send an email at info@calogero.grifasi.com, and then you can get all the answers you need. Also, you can ask for questions. I think I mentioned, yeah? Okay, now Claudia, let's start to 3 breaths together. On the count of 3, observe the current period related to the maximum solar activity, variations in the Earth's magnetic field, and the passage of 3I Atlas towards the sun, and tell me what you perceive. 1, 2, 3.
First came to my vision layers, different densities. As I would see the solar light, but comes to me in different, not colors, better said, nuances. So are the same kind of yellow, but on different nuances, from very light to darker yellow, and at the same time having different density, I would say. This is like a general spectrum, I think, is not influenced yet by this object Atlas. It's like a general view, and now as I speak, I see this object coming and passing very close to the solar, to the sun, actually. This is the image that I have. So in this time, it's like penetrating somehow some of those layers. It's like mixing the layers. As it passes through, it mixes the layers, the nearest ones. So for example, the object is passing through the middle, and the layer above and below is getting mixed. So those 2-3 layers involved in that process. It's like a jelly becoming now. It's not separated well like it used to look before, when I was looking from a general point of view. This is the image now. We'll see more.
Okay. Connect to the phenomenon of the Earth's magnetic field and the variations of the poles, and tell me what you perceive as the cause of such variations.
First, it was not an image, but better said, a kinesthetic feeling of a heartbeat, a faster heartbeat that's faster than normal. And when I look, it's like I'm seeing a place very deep inside of Earth, and it's like I'm seeing the heart, sorry, of our planet. And that's the place where I see that's beating faster than usual. It's somewhere deep, deep inside. This is like cause and effect at the same time. It feels like telling you. You asked, I think, what's causing, right? That movement. That
the variations
the
of the
variations,
poles.
yes. This is what I feel like saying. That heartbeat from deep inside, internal heartbeat, it's in the same time cause of these variations, because if you are looking from the perspective of the Earth only, but if we take a more general look, a wider look from the outside, from the universal fields, it looks like an effect. So it's like in the same time can be an influence coming from outside, from a lot wider conditions, not only regarding Earth itself. So it's like somehow that the Earth and that heart inside is reacting to something a lot bigger. In a way, actually the first word that came to me when you made the question was natural cycle. That was the first expression that came. So looks like something coming on a natural pattern, let's say, from outside, and still, but in the same time meets some conditions that here on Earth that not only react, but in the same time causing. So it's I would say a synchronicity, a very well put synchronicity between Earth and general conditions from outside.
Okay. Now observe the phenomenon generated by the interaction between the solar wind, which has strongly increased in 2025, and the Earth's magnetic field. Describe what you perceive or visualize about it.
I see spirals of energy, actually. Very white in color, very fast, spinning around their own center. So spirals of energy. And at the same time, these spirals, I feel them comfortable somehow. It's like a type of energy or spirals of energy, let's say, coming, infusing the earth, but in the same time creating negative phenomena. Because while I was watching these energies, I was having the feeling of something drought, something extremely dry, no water, something like a thirsty environment. That was the feeling. So it's somehow coming with more meanings. It's not only one. It's not something only good or bad, so to say.
Okay. 3I Atlas will reach its closest point to the Sun around October 29, 30, 2025. Observe what happens at the time and describe it.
Could you please repeat the question?
Yes.
It reaches where? What?
3I Atlas will reach its closest point to the Sun around October 29 and October 30th, 2025. Observe what happens at that time and describe it. So the time between October 29 and 30, when it's closest to the Sun. 3I Atlas.
I was having already images. Again came that first image with melting the layers one into another of the solar energy, layers of energy. But it's not only that. It's something that has to do with changing, with going out, doing some things in the not in the sun itself, but because I have it's difficult to explain somehow. It has to do with the atmosphere outside of the sun, so it's more correlated with the earth, not with the sun. It has a connection with the sun too, but that will create an effect on earth. It's like I'm seeing some rays that when this object reaches the sun, the closest distance to the sun, creates a kind of rays that are directed to Earth, toward Earth. In the same time, I have the feeling that it's technologic. It's something that on purpose, let's say, is not natural. In order to create an effect on Earth, and feels like telling you came this word solar or radiation anyway. Radiation. I don't know what kind of radiation, but this is the word that came first.
Okay.
It's like increasing probably this radiation. But also not only that, to create some type of frequencies or to increase the one that exists already here on Earth. And at the same time, as I speak to you now, I have the feeling that it's not only technologic, something organic in there, in the object. It's something extremely complex.
Okay.
And a third layer, now as I'm watching the object itself, somehow I see a hole behind it. I mean, a big hole, like this object is coming from somehow outside our normal atmosphere. Let's say if we consider that Earth and everything around, it's in a closed matrix, including stars and the skies, it's like this object doesn't have anything behind that we know, something that I'm familiar. It's simply like an open space, like coming. So this like saying that has something to do with natural in a way, and it's like it was somehow intercepted or hijacked by technologies, by entities, by some forces here on, not from here on Earth, not here. And it is not perverted completely, but still I have this image that it is somehow guided also from technologies from here. It's not only natural. This is the first time that I see this, because I remember it was another investigation, and I didn't see this quality of being not even a percent of natural. Now I see this openness behind. It's like not only technological and biological that coming from the entities area.
So you received like more information, yeah?
Yes, yes, looking like.
Okay. Observe the Schumann resonance during this period and check whether it shows variations in relation to the maximum solar activity, the Earth's magnetic field, and the passage of 3I Atlas. Describe what you perceive.
Yes, it is a growing in that too, in these parameters. It is oscillations, growing rhythm. The speed itself is simply changing. It's faster. I have more visuals than that's why like the for example the resonance, the Schumann resonance, if you refer to that, I see it like trembling, like something like that. It's a lot faster than it used to be. All these parameters are somehow out of their normal. They are already not normal anymore in the last time, in the last many years, but now has an effect also this object. And now I have the feeling that this influence is more having to do with this natural feature, let's say, of this object than technological, because technological and entities cannot create that major effect on such a larger scale. That's the image I have. They like take advantage of that to increase panic, fear on people, to give different narratives. Like always, even if a phenomena it is natural, they always take advantage and trying to make it a tool to create fear on people. But this, yes, this is the feeling that I have. It has to do more with its, I don't know, roots, let's say, from where it's coming, from the destination or the goals, or let's see. Maybe we can find even more.
Okay. Observe whether there are significant or visible changes in the Earth's physical environment on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Probably referring to that moment when
Exactly, when these 3 events, yes.
Again, I see that very light atmosphere, and that feeling of being very dry, everything. But this feeling, I think it doesn't have to do with the physical earth. It's more on energetic. You asked me about physical, right? About the material world.
Physical environment, yes.
Environment. Well, I don't see many changes, but still I have these visuals of being more light. This is the feeling. This is the image that I have. Simply, I look now at the people around. I get up looking for a more larger perspective. And it's simply, and I remember I saw that image before on another investigations, but I see it here too, even in connection with these conditions. It seems more light, and the light is more whiter. It's not that type that we are used as it would come from the sun, a bit yellow. It is more whiter, and this is what I see. But again, now feels like burns somehow. So it's stronger, it's bigger, it's cleaner in a way, so it empowers somehow, but in the same time has this, let's say, negative effect, like being or somehow has something to do with a radiation level of any kind.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
what feels.
Mhm. Do you notice any changes related to these three major cosmic events in the collective human field?
Yes, I had um, then we'll decipher, but now I had an
Mm-hmm.
image. I had an image very common, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
which simply a container, a
Okay.
container that's simply falling over and spilling all the content out. That
Mm-hmm.
was the feeling, the image. And it's something like, if I go deep in this image, it's like these conditions are creating a very special vibration, every each of them, and that vibration creates somehow a type of field that that doesn't let anything stable on the way it used to be stable. It's like I don't know, you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's melting again. I have this image now
So
with
it's
those
solid and it's
layers.
melting, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And especially the structures that are not well fit, that are not solid, made on solid
Base foundation?
base
Mm-hmm.
foundation, but I mean on from a spiritual point of view.
Okay.
Especially those ones simply cannot stand anymore. This is the translation, let's say, of that symbolic image. I have the feeling that everything is going out. You cannot stay anymore in that old frame, old
Mm-hmm.
pattern. And I have the feeling also others, like changing. I have all kind of images. For example, things from that used to be down now simply are changing and are up. Things or projects or people or relations or structures. It's like completely upside down, um, dynamic,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, with very big implications also on small scale or a big scale.
Okay. Do you perceive any variations in sleep, perceptual threshold, dreams, or intuitions among humans?
Yes,
Mhm.
that's the. It's like feels like saying, even I don't like this word, but came this purification,
Mhm.
purification on a much larger scale and on a faster pace. It's like intuition, thoughts that are coming straight away, and the person knows exactly what has to do and why it feels to do so. So it's a better connection for the people. Of course, not for everyone. It's not like a general, but it is indeed a kind of energy of again comes to me that image whiter than usual. The light, the
Mhm.
daylight, simply this is what I see. The daylight, but it is whiter and stronger. Has an impact on everybody at some point, but doesn't have the same effect on everybody because we are so different and every person has his own story. And for the people, for example, that are too much kept stuck in their solid structures that I was talking before, now dissolving those old structures will bring a lot of suffering. So it's not for those people will not see too much of intuition developing because they have to deal with their own internal resistances, mental rigidity,
Traumas.
their traumas, yes, the
Mhm.
things that they didn't integrate so far. Now they'll have to deal with that. So we cannot talk about any development on that people on this matter of special abilities. But
Mhm.
for others, yes, that they are more oriented, self-oriented to self-develop on a larger scale, spiritual, personal, emotional. Yes, on those people we can see changes, better changes, more positive.
Mhm.
But in again, I have this feeling of burning. So it's somehow that the the human body will adjust. So it's needed now somehow a level of better care of our own health with all these impulses and toxins that already exist in our world. I have this continuous feeling that people need to be even more careful with their own health because this new energy that comes somehow also with a level of radiation will put even a more burden on their shoulders, integrating the good part, but also will be like somehow a bad part, let's say, and
Mhm.
makes the whole integration a bit more difficult. But as I speak again, I have the feeling, the perception, because I was saying before, people with a lot of very small microscopic holes in their skin. That was the image that I was having. And as I was speaking, I got to see now people normal, let's say. I don't see those little holes anymore. And I have the feeling that the human being generally has this amazing capacity to adjust, to adapt. So they will adapt and will integrate, and somehow they will know how to shield these solar radiations automatically somehow by themselves. So yes, probably follows a period of adaptation of humans to these new conditions that are coming from
Mhm.
atmosphere.
Okay. Do the subliminal parts of human beings react to this cosmic convergence? Yes, no, or only partially?
If, sorry,
Do, do
repeat.
the do the do do the subliminal parts of human beings react to this convergence? Yes, no, or only partial convergence of these three events? Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
partially. No, partially can.
Partially.
Mhm.
How do they react if it's partially?
I said partially because as you're reading the question,
Mm-hmm.
I was seeing different reactions on subliminal parts.
Mm-hmm.
So most probably it's because of their difference, because they're not all the same. They came with different goals, different set of expectancies, of equipped with different features. Um, but in general, let's say, I have the feeling that it is a kind of e- exciting time for them. This is
Mm-hmm.
the feeling that I have and the image. It's somehow okay, this is what we came for. This is really interesting. I mean, I don't have at all that feeling that, for example, I would have if I would refer to a human. Maybe a human is a lot more worried about what's coming, about this type of events. But comparing with a human on subliminal parts, it's a kind of excitement. They
Mm-hmm.
are ready to go into the adventure. This is the experience, the real experience that they came here for. Mm, like a time of big change. This is the feeling that I have coming from if we can say, collective consciousness of subliminal parts. It's like a time of big change. It's an exciting time. It's like the finishing somehow. You know, the image that I have, that's why I came saying finishing more cycles, not only one. That was the feeling, because I was seeing like rays that are converging in only one point now. Not now, this year or next year, but this period of, I don't know, maybe tens or a few hundred years that following from now. This is the general feeling that it's somehow more timelines converging into one point that we experience now. This is the perception that I got from subliminal parts, let's say. That's why it seems so important for a subliminal part to be present now on Earth, on this period, time and space.
To be present, okay.
To be present here to experience this time, this moment.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna dig a little bit into it for sure. And the last question, Claudia, are there non-human forces involved in these cosmic events? What do you perceive?
Both yes and no, because yes, in a way, as we always are already used to see that they are always, how to say that, putting their nose into everything, trying to change, trying to manipulate everything, but still, the thing now, as I speak, I have the image of this object, Atlas.
Okay.
This object, I have the feeling that they are interfering and making something to look like it's theirs. It's there. And as I say this, I had a feeling of not giving explanations, not talking much, I mean, the officials. It's like living on purpose a kind of mystery about this object, to create more fear, to create worries among the population. And the most obvious seems like they try to prepare the people to let run flow this idea that something bigger happens. This is only the start, something like that. So again, they get everything to their agenda to create worries in people and fear.
Okay.
But sorry,
go ahead.
Now we are talking about this, but you asked about the three. The other two feels like are more not easy to be directed by them. They are somehow watching the phenomenon. They are watching, worried. Somehow they are also worried. Probably the other two are the Schumann resonance, right? And the magnetic.
The solar winds, right?
Okay,
and the magnetic field. So that affects the Schumann resonance. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So
this one seems more not having to do with the people, with the entities that are here.
So this is this from all these events. This is the Atlas. It's the only one can a little bit they can play with it, to instill, what they want to instill.
They play a lot, I would say, because they try to instill things to interfere people more than used to do in all kind of ways with this object. But it's their own, how to say, their own buildings, their own structures, their own technologies made that it's like mirrors some aspects in the human beings, influencing so the humans in a way. So it's again technologies done by them. But in the same time, as I told you, there is that aspect of natural stuff
Mhm.
being there. In a way, it's like this technology, it somehow reflects some energies from the atlas. I don't know how to
Mhm.
explain it.
Mhm. Mhm. They
Reflects, has something to do with it, but it's created by humans too, by them.
by them, right? So
Mhm.
whatever is in Atlas is something that helps them to reflect, to
Yeah.
create,
Yes.
mm, to create. You say this radiation. This comes from Atlas.
Only that one that I told you when it goes closer to the sun. There is a kind of effect that's going
Mm-hmm.
on there
Yep.
in that moment. Yes.
Uh, okay. Let's start with Atlas. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because let's you said it's part technologic, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How many percent
Mm.
technology, technological, organic?
It's the image was not like in the same object being two, partly natural, partly technological. It was more like two objects. It's like
Okay.
the fake, let's say, atlas.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like a big technology, like a being itself, but compounded from more beings,
Mm-hmm.
um, and the same time with technological, but also having a consciousness. So
Mm-hmm.
both mixed. But when I look at that, I see like behind, like mirroring one to each other,
Mm-hmm.
like stopping the real one. It's very well put, like two pieces of puzzle, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
one put in front of each other.
Do you perceive there are two pieces of Atlas, can say?
Yes, this is
Mm-hmm.
the image that I have. Like they will reflect, they will be one to another, perfectly placed.
Mm-hmm. So the technological part, who belongs to? The fake one, yeah?
Hmm. To the entities that
Mm-hmm.
are running
Which
the
entities?
matrix. Both. More actually. I said both because came first reptiloids and humanoids, but then
Mm-hmm.
I saw also others. It's like a common project.
Mm-hmm. Which are the others? Because this seems reptiloid and humanitarian, they seem too small in this project. As a um, their their intelligence can say, yeah.
No, there are many kinds of humanoids and also
Mm-hmm.
high hierarchies of reptiloids.
Mm-hmm.
I said in a general way, humanoids looking like having more or less a humanoid form,
Mm-hmm.
but they are highly intelligent and highly manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a common project, but these people, this race of humanoids, this mm, very tall,
Mm-hmm.
looking like are more responsible for this project. Reptiloids are somehow have nothing, something different. They somehow mm, collect and harvest the energies from the people that mirror on those lens in the
Mm-hmm.
fake atlas. It's
Mm-hmm.
something a bit a different role they have
Okay.
with the effects. They harvest the effects, let's say, because on the with the naked eye, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
we don't see much. Is nothing happening actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an object on the sky.
Okay.
But these reflections, this mirroring continuously of perceptions and distorting perceptions and frequencies, it is something that takes place on an energetic level. And the reptiloids are somehow in charge with harvesting that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more somehow it's helping them to make this job easier than they used to do before.
Okay, so they are like the workers, can say, right? The humanities
Workers,
can be the
yes,
brains, yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay, so who's the CEO of this project?
These humanoids.
The humanities.
But I have the feeling that are many involved. I mean, not humanoids, but from more different species between the humanoids in the same, yeah.
What is the scope of this project? What do you want to achieve? Yeah,
Um,
final goal, can say, yeah.
yes, I will tell you as it came. The final goal came to me like saying simply conquering the good frequencies of the worth of the people, so diminishing, undermining good positive frequencies. In very short words, this is the goal of them. But as an image, as soon as you made the question, I saw an image of little explosions.
Okay.
That was the image. Very fast came like this, one here, one there, but more, not only one or two, more explosions. The feeling is that those explosions are having something to do with provoked actions by them in order to instill even more fear. Like for the people to believe that a kind of alien war came, or kind of we are under attack,
Yeah, yeah.
something. And again, that white color of
The
those
white. What is this
white.
white? You say this white color. It's like, is it organic?
It's organic, but now as I see these explosions and again
Okay.
this white,
Mm-hmm.
feels like this white, whiter energy. It's an energy simply that we also have here, but now it's a different frequency, let's say more, maybe higher. But now I have the feeling that it's neutral, this energy, and being neutral, also these entities can use it up until a point. Uh, mm, and they somehow use it to create these explosions. Anyway, it helps them to create those explosions because they know how to annihilate
In
better.
the physical or on the metaphysical, they create those explosions.
I have the
How they
feeling
perceive.
in both. No, I
Mm-hmm.
have the feeling in physical too. It's something visible because as I see and speak about, I see people frightened. So it's visible by the people.
So observe these explosions in the physical, how they will look like those, right? They won't look like explosion. They will look maybe different. Yeah, uh,
Mm,
they will take form of a different phenomenon, we can say. Yeah.
yes, the most obvious to me now, it's like it's happening on the skies anyway. I don't see
Okay.
it among people on
Mm-hmm.
Earth. It's on the skies, but it's creating all kind of um, images,
Mm-hmm.
frames. I have suddenly the feeling that the whole atmosphere is no breathable anymore. This is one feeling, for example. Um, I don't know how to explain. That's the
Mm-hmm.
feeling. Then I have another image that's somehow like a brown blanket uh, simply fell off, fell down, no, fell
Mm-hmm.
down on the houses, on the streets, and making people in shock and panic
Mm-hmm.
and disturbing all the everything, traffic. But that brown blanket, it's something that has to do. It's energetic and at the same time.
And physic,
It's
right?
a bit
And
of physical. Looks like something like a sponge,
mm-hmm.
something, and creates a lot of fear and shock.
Mm-hmm. Read the DNA or the genetic, say, the etherical information of this brown blanket.
It is technological, but
Mm-hmm.
came. came the word plasma. I don't know why to
Mm-hmm.
tell you also.
Okay.
But anyway, it is manufactured
Yes.
by them. It's
Mm-hmm.
not something. It's like projects, but I
Okay.
don't see all those images on very large scales. So I don't see happening on, I don't know, whole continents or whole countries.
Where do
I
you
don't know
perceive this blanket more dense, can say, right? What
where.
countries? Where?
Ah,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
mm, it doesn't come an image or a
Mm-hmm.
name. Again, I saw something like more dry land. I saw something yellow more,
Mm-hmm.
or like sand, like
It came to me Arizona for a reason. I don't know why.
you know, before this yellow sand, I
Mm-hmm.
saw cactus. Cactus
Mm-hmm.
is this to say
Mm-hmm.
in English? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cactus, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So can be
Can be,
Arizona too,
yes.
but I didn't hear or saw any names. Let's say didn't
Yes.
see.
Okay. Do you, this brown blanket, is it part of this project?
Yes, it
Okay.
seems like part of the more many. It's not only one. um Now comes like saying that blue beam that
Mm-hmm.
we all heard,
Okay.
but that one, as far as I knew, was something with religious figures showing up on the
Mm-hmm.
skies, not
Mm-hmm.
these blankets and not breathable air.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this is what came now to me, but again, not on a very big and not for long. It's something again has to do with the fear creating. It's not
Mm-hmm.
something
It's
that's
activated by fear, I can say.
no, is to create fear. They make
Okay.
it in order to create more fear. So people forget about any spiritual development and stuff when they cannot breathe, they cannot go to work, they cannot do anything to provide, let's say.
Mm-hmm. So what are the conditions for this blanket to create the fear?
Simply not seeing anything around, like being
Fog?
in a fog
Mm-hmm.
completely, in an environment that you don't know how to master, how to get out of it, how to go not even to, I don't know, to gas stations to put
Mm-hmm.
gas to get out of that place.
Is
So
it
it's
this?
an
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry.
it's in this purpose made to panic people.
There were some, I think, some cases of fog, dense fog, I think this year, what I
Hmm.
recall. Is it connected to this brown blanket?
Tests came to me,
Hmm?
like their tests.
Testing, okay. Mm-hmm.
Testing, yes,
And
before.
how do you perceive that the testing went for them?
Quite good.
Really? Why?
They are satisfied with the results for
Mm-hmm.
the first tests. But the feeling is not, it is not being the only things that they are preparing. But again, not on a large scale. This
Mm-hmm.
keeps coming to me. It's not something to scare people that bad. They try to
Just
do that,
little by little, it's just so, right? I
but
guess just.
people should not let themselves scare because it's on purpose made for that. So
Mm-hmm.
people should be aware that it's just a game provoked by them because they don't like what's going on. People are waking up more and more, are not trusting them anymore, the government
Mm-hmm.
and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So they are now somehow desperate, let's say. They are wild. They don't know what to do to create even more fear because
Mm-hmm.
the classic traditional tools are not working anymore on people.
Okay. Is this brown blanket in the physical, right?
Mhm.
Creates an energetical creates fear, but in the physical uh, to be material, was it created through what? Trails on the sky or something else?
No, no. I don't know. I have a feeling of sound,
Sound.
like
Okay.
sound somehow
Mm-hmm.
it is created
Mm-hmm.
with a sound, a very low sound, and different frequencies in that.
Okay. Go to the origins of the sound, where it comes from. Yeah.
It comes from something technologic that produces the sound, from the structure, a very big structure. It produces and somehow passing through very large, very big distances. So it's not necessary to be very close to the target, to the place.
How far do you perceive this sound can go as a
Hundreds of
distance?
kilometers.
Do you perceive this sound is kind of it's constant day and night?
No, it had been pauses, breaks.
You perceive it?
Something that has to meet certain conditions. Conditions.
Yeah. What do you perceive the conditions of this sound to be effective on humans? Yes.
Yes. It's not something specific about humans. It's about the frequencies that I have to meet exactly. I mean the high, how high, how low those frequencies need to be. It's like a certain spectrum that needs to be met. Spectra.
Okay. How do you perceive this sound can be, neutralized or prevented somehow?
Not being, how to say, noticed. This is the feeling that I have. Simply not being noticed. Not to not give attention uh, to focus somewhere else, even if you hear it at some point, to focus yourself in other pleasant things, in other any occupation that you can have to that gives you pleasure, that makes you satisfied.
So can you hear this sound, I guess?
Yes,
What do you perceive that it sounds like, this sound?
it's something mixed. It is a
Mm-hmm.
feeling of being more included, more sounds, like would be like an electrical cord, but compounded by many inside, very thick wires put
Mm-hmm.
together, all of them. That's why they need to produce it sometimes, not continuously, to keep that exact match.
Mm-hmm. Is it this sound connected to sometime when you haven't that you have the sound in your ear, something like "Jing," or something like that? Like you, I think you had it too.
Yes,
Is it?
it is different. No, it
Mm-hmm.
is more low and more complex, the one that we are talking about. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that sharp inner tinnitus. It's different.
I don't know how it's needed. Sometimes I feel like it's. I feel like a sound goes through my head, like
Mm-hmm.
just a vibration going through me or to my head, like between my ears, something like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No, I don't have the feeling. It's not similar like that.
Mhm.
It's different, more complex.
So when people they will hear the sound or they will sense it, can say how they will behave. I mean, what is the effect of
A lot
fear,
more came anxiety is
anxiety?
what anxiety. A lot more, especially the people. So a person, uh, if he's emotionally stable, will not be that much affected
Mhm.
because I see the main target. It is the emotional field,
Mhm.
the emotional energetic body. I don't know why, but this is what I see. I see the middle of a person, the plexus solar, the heart,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, there are so many people hiding there in their emotional bodies, all kind of traumas and not integrated emotions and traumas,
Mhm.
and here will cause that anxiety first
Mhm.
because will make them feel even more heavy and like a burden um, on top of what was already existing there on a
Mhm.
heavy frequency.
Mhm. Is it okay? Disconnect from there. Let's come back to this atlas. So one part is a fake one, yeah, the technological
Mhm.
one, and about the organic one. What information do you perceive about this organic?
It's something very wide again.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me suddenly a feeling of nature,
Mm-hmm.
of observation,
Mm-hmm.
like coming to observe, but not
Mm-hmm.
to observe people, like
Mm-hmm.
having anything to do with the persons themselves,
Mm-hmm.
but more with the level of mm, thickness of matrix walls, something like that. So it's like comes to observe the cracks in the walls of the matrix itself, or on the system we live in.
Mm-hmm.
This is the feeling that I have. Simply observing, seeing what's going on. It's like I don't know how to say in English.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that comes first to notice, to collect data, to see what's going on in a place.
Mm-hmm. Is an
It's like having to
explorer or something, can say? Yeah.
explorer,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but having to do again with this cycle that we are running now, with this end of a cycle and beginning another one, like collecting data in order to somehow put us in synchronicity with larger conditions from outside,
So I can
if
say
that
that
makes
is
sense.
for humans' benefit.
In a way, yes, we can
Mm-hmm.
say it's in humans' benefits.
Read his etheric DNA.
It's a mixture, Yulia. I don't see something very specific. It's a mixture, but it's a mixture from compounded from by things that I don't know how to describe because I don't have a reference frame. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not something that I saw before, and it's not something very clearly uh, showed
Mm-hmm.
in the DNA. It's simply like I see shapes that are disappearing, coming again, like doesn't have a shape actually.
Okay.
It's more like lines, geometrical
Mm-hmm.
figures that are dissolving, then again reshaping in something different. It's something difficult to describe.
Do you perceive that this organic one came in the other cycles of humanity?
No, I don't have this feeling. I have the feeling that came simply from the outside part of our reality that is embedded here in a very fixed pattern, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
coming from very far from outside, coming to collect this data to see how much we are in tune with other parts of the universe in order to step into the next
Mm-hmm.
cycle, the next phase of our developing.
Um,
It's like it's simply coming from the free world,
mhm.
let's say.
So it's like just he discovered us, or he knew about us, our universe, can say, our planet before.
I have the feeling that he knew
Okay.
about us.
Okay.
He knew and came to observe
Why now?
because this is the right moment. This is the moment where things are speeding up here
Mm-hmm.
on Earth in any way, either on good, either on bad. So it is the right moment to dissolve world structures, to
Mm-hmm.
desolidify. This is
Mm-hmm.
what we were saying before.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everything is spilling over now. It
Yes.
is the right moment to get through big processes of transformation,
Mm-hmm.
letting go the old and starting new structures.
Mm-hmm. So you said that it's for Sabina parts is exciting times for
Yes,
them. Is it happened before, or is just the first time?
it happened before too. I
Mm-hmm.
don't have the feeling that it's something new. It's just something more. mm, let's say, with significance, because again, I see those lines that are converging in one point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for example, one cycle it was shorter, another one maybe longer. We started all over a few cycles,
Mm-hmm.
but now at this moment it's like ending and changing, crossing through the cycles through a lot longer cycle that includes also other smaller
Mm-hmm.
ones. This is the
Mm-hmm.
feeling with those lines, because are
Yes.
coming and are shorter and longer, but here in this point specifically they are ending. So different cycles emerging into this point.
Mm-hmm. What cycle are we now? What number?
We are in the same time. Came at 6 now to me, 5 or 6.
Mm. Is it like we
Came,
ended almost the fifth one and we entered the sixth
yes,
one?
something like that, yes. But in the same time, I see a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Probably this 2 has to do with that what I was telling you before.
Mm-hmm.
A bigger cycle that includes probably these
The smaller
5,
ones. Mm-hmm.
these smaller ones, and now we are finishing a second cycle on a lot bigger scale.
Do you perceive that coming to this sixth cycle, it is as humans, yeah?
Mhm.
Is it favorable for the entities?
No, I have the
Why?
feeling that
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not beneficial for them,
Why is that?
because they simply cannot sustain this new.
Mm-hmm.
They simply even these energies that are flooding the earth now.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult for them to be sustained. That's why they need even more to be even more creative to find new ways to
Mm-hmm.
overcome
Yeah.
these energies.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do everything possible to cheat on us.
Yeah. Do you perceive, yeah, disconnect from there. Is that these explosions is connected, they're connected to the solar flares they were talking about?
Yes, it has something to do with the solar flares too,
Mm-hmm.
but in the same time with them, them again taking advantage
So
from
using those
the,
solar flares can
yes,
say to their own advantage. And
yes, to make
mhm.
them even more potent, even more
Okay.
powerful.
Mhm. And this white light, what is created by whom or what?
By nobody. It's
Mhm.
just a flow, natural flow that coming through the cycles.
Mhm.
A kind of energy growing bigger, then going off, and again, it's just part of the cycles. It's not
Mhm.
something, a big
Okay. Mhm.
being that are doing the things.
Okay.
There are in a point, and I remember I had that before, uh, but it's something so big that we cannot name it being. We cannot name it an entity. There are
Mhm.
simply universal forces that somehow I don't know, they are on a very big scale that it's impossible to define somehow, or to say that that is a being. It's
Mhm.
more than a being. It's simply undescribable.
Can you be this organic atlas the being of proper light? Yes. Yeah.
Let's
Not in.
say yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Something like that.
yes, we
That
can
they are
say
not
yes.
interfering. They're just observing. Can say.
Exactly, yes,
Mhm.
yes, we can say it's just
And just
observing.
maybe guide
But
humans a little bit
yeah,
towards. But no.
no, I don't see this guide. No,
Mhm.
and now as you're saying
Mhm.
that, I had immediately the image of people.
Mhm.
So, like a lot of people are creating their own agendas in connection with this atlas. I had the feeling
With the organic one or the fake one?
they don't. It's depending on the people. Some people are seeing that as a very bad thing.
Okay.
I mean, it's again a way of polarizing people,
Polarizes.
and some people are considering it is something that come to save some people, those the good ones, the chosen ones.
Oh yes,
So
the
it's again,
144,000.
yes, exactly. So it's a lot of fragmenting,
Uh-huh.
dissipating opinions again around
Distortion.
this
Can say.
distortion. Yes.
Mhm. So the people, let's say, okay, when we know that the people who sees as something, cataclysmic coming, can say, yeah, there's something bigger than them, they cannot control, and it's
To
instilled
instill,
fear,
exactly.
yes.
Yes.
What about the other people that they see this as a positive, like they sense the organic atlas, not the fake one? What they are perceiving, what they are visioning, what is their
Hmm.
vision, can say, yeah,
I don't see
sense.
something special to feel about. Simply people are again centered on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are, because these are very large phenomena, are not, we are not interested in that and what's going on. It's
Mm-hmm.
important again to turn on ourselves inside and see what wakes up maybe
Mm-hmm.
that external impulse in ourselves. So it's not about how we uh, connect ourselves in a sense to that object.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this important, let's say. It's something beyond our understanding or beyond our way of doing something to change or to modify or to influence, whether it is natural or hijacked or false.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just something that shouldn't create imbalance in any of us.
Mm-hmm.
And just wait and see what this thing will bring, and also what these entities will try to turn against us, because it's
Mm-hmm.
also possible they will try to take something out of this in their favor.
Mm-hmm. How can this, in what way, just generally speaking, how can this, their project can be prevented by humans?
Not being invested with fate, with surprising feelings, with
Mm-hmm.
fear, of
Mm-hmm.
course,
Mm-hmm.
with being astonished and amazed. Wow, what's going on? What they are doing? What's this? Simply looking like a phenomena and being always aware there is so much, even more beyond this world. So
Mm-hmm.
everything can happen. Everything can happen in any moment. We don't know. We don't know the amplitude of our awakening. We don't know the results. So we are just in charge with our space, with our inner
Mm-hmm.
world.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Nothing outside. It doesn't matter what's happening outside. We should not be fearful. We should stay still in our own
Mm-hmm.
power that we have inside.
Okay. You were talking about this, the whole a collective human, like a container spilling out.
Hmm.
What do you perceive that it's now spilling out from that container, metaphorically speaking?
Hmm. Negative feelings.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I see. Like I'm seeing gray shadows, gray
Mm-hmm.
rivers going out, going out.
Okay.
Um, and it's somehow like the polarity of our world is, as I said, in a way, is becoming even more sharper, is
Mm-hmm.
dividing even more. But in a sense, it's getting more gentler.
Okay.
I don't know how to express this contradiction, but that's what comes to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Both ways, because of these energies that somehow put pressure on people in a
Mm-hmm.
way to get rid of maybe some people from our lives, or
Okay.
some situations,
To
but
make
in this,
space.
to make space,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but at the same time, I see like a sense of peace and serenity
Okay.
above the people. even
Mhm.
if it seems so challenging, everything around. In the same time, I see like, because everybody now, it doesn't matter they are, I don't know, dominating or the victims,
Mhm.
they are somehow more on their path now. It's
Okay.
somehow getting more difficult to change from one perspective to another. So the
Okay.
timelines are separating even more, even if maybe we are together in projects or stuff, but
Mhm.
still we are already separated. We are not, and they feel good in their path, and the others are also feeling good in their path.
Okay.
It's not something that some people are good, some others are not. But still, this is a moment, a time when things are simply surfaces,
Mhm.
surface,
Mhm.
going up in front. No matter you try to hide maybe something for long, now is the moment to go out. Everybody to know what happened, and I don't know.
Mhm. So we can say that container spilling is like all the old stuff, all
Hmm.
the unnecessary stuff, just getting rid of and
Yes.
then becoming lighter.
Yes,
Is this
exactly.
connection or this the lighter feeling you said, right?
Yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And it's more on, let's say, in connection with that whiter energy that I was telling you about. So
Mm-hmm.
it's,
You mentioned about this, yeah, this energy, whiter energy and this radiation. Is this the same thing, kind of this white energy and this radiation?
they're coming somehow, they're compound, both compounds of the same flow, let's say. It's
Yeah.
coming on Earth, yes.
Where do you perceive this radiation comes from? Like who's created or how
It's not created, it's
um,
simply coming from the
it's a
outside
consequence
universe.
mhm, of
No,
something? No?
it's a consequence or let's say an ingredient of
Okay.
that white energy somehow. I don't know why. It's
Okay.
somehow like that energy, high energy that uh, comes on Earth cannot somehow be that high without this solar radiation. I don't see the reason, but
The
I'm telling you
organic
what
atlas,
comes.
you saying?
No,
Your
I'm
no?
talking
It's
about
just
that white energy that is
uh-huh.
coming,
Do you
that
perceive
we're seeing before. I
do
was
you,
perceiving
yeah, do you
before.
perceive this white energy coming with atlas or just being separate
No,
to different
it's
things?
used to be to come already from some time before Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps coming and will keep coming in the future too.
Mm-hmm. And you said creates this, yeah, radiation
Mm-hmm.
because we
Somehow
jump
it's
from
like, yeah,
uh, creates microscopic holes in people's skin.
yes, yes,
Is it
yes.
this a new phenomenon or it happened before?
No, it's not a new phenomenon. It's simply like radiation on a higher scale. It's like the people with white skin getting burned on sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same now, but on a bit even stronger than used to be. But again, I had this perception that people are going to adapt
Mm-hmm.
to that too. It's the new human, let's say, somehow modifying internal processes, structures, even DNA, but people will adjust to
Mm-hmm.
that. They're somehow getting whiter, lighter, even the human flesh under the influence of these new frequencies, this whiter energy.
Mhm. This radiation, you perceive it to be energetical and physical?
Affect physical body.
Affects physical.
Yes.
What permits this radiation? You said like the white skin gets burned easily. What
Mhm.
permits this radiation to create the point of energetical, yeah, view to create these holes or in the skin?
Not the lack of ability of the people to adapt
Hmm.
easily. This
Okay,
is something that
so
comes
new
to me. So
conditions, yeah.
the new condition,
Hmm.
yes, like it's mm, a whole, or let's say sum of conditions, totality of conditions, and one of them of a person, and
Hmm.
one of them is this inability to adjust to new conditions. Uh, with the skin, with the body. And if we move to another perspective, for sure that person probably has some difficulties to adjust also on the mental side, maybe also emotional is not very well integrated, everything, and so on. So it's depending on so many circumstances.
You mentioned that people have to look after themselves now more carefully
Even
than
more.
before. Because
Yes.
of all these, let's say, physical conditions around and all that, yeah, physical and
Yes,
energetical,
exactly. It's like
yeah,
creating even
bombarded by
a
bomb.
burden even heavier than before.
Okay, disconnect from there, Claudia. Let's go to the heartbeat. You mentioned about this, the cause and effect. What's it's causing is the heartbeat of the earth, yeah? What is causing this heartbeat to beat faster, yeah? It's not its normal beat. Her normal beat. It's a it or a her or a him. The earth,
Yes.
yeah? It's a
Feels
entity.
like saying
A her.
her, but it's
Okay.
yes. Um, as I said, I also have now the same perception being an effect, this faster heartbeat. That so the earth is in synchronicity with the outside conditions, universal, bigger ones, but in the same time cause, because also the earth itself feeling, having this urge to change,
Okay.
is in complete synchronicity with the outside world and feels it is the right moment to change, to renew some of his clothes or
Replenish, yeah?
replenish or to transform things on her surface and inside. So it's like a cycle of the earth itself that
Which
now
is benefiting humans too.
benefiting or destructive for humans in some areas can be. It's like a cleaning that the earth is doing,
The
and there will
floods and
come,
all that, yeah, what's going on.
yes, earthquakes, or everything that has to do with the surface, yes, can be a bit, not a bit, even more disturbing for the humans.
And this solar wind that is increased in 2025, what do you perceive why it has increased this year than other
Because
years?
it
I guess
is,
it's more powerful.
it's more powerful, yes. Feels like this year is more powerful energetically, has a kind of closure frequency. Um,
The fifth cycle, maybe?
no, I
No?
don't have this feeling, a smaller cycle, let's say, for this moment. But again, is like speeding up to change the structure, to
Okay.
demolish all structures.
Okay. These are three cosmic events, yeah? So we found out so far that first two and the organic atlas, it's in our favor, can say. It's favorable. It's a natural thing, can say, except for the organic one, which is has a different story, can say. These three events, cosmic events, the three-eye atlas, the number three, that has any meaning on all this?
To me, it has a double meaning, comes now. It's in a way the order, the new order. I don't know why comes this to say, and that is more connected to that part, natural one, and the other one, fake. Let's say
Okay.
it's, even if three seems like a order number, but this seems to me, gives me this feeling of chaos. So three, like something with energetic figures that put together will create chaos. This is the feeling that I have coming from this fake one.
Was it specially chose, like they say, to come this atlas come closer to the sun, October 29 and 30, like three again? Is it?
No, I don't
It's
know.
natural.
Doesn't
It's
come.
happening naturally, or just as a
What's
show?
happening in 29? Sorry.
It's when the Atlas is coming closer to the sun on October
Mhm.
29 and October
Oh,
30th.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Three-Eye Atlas. We know
Yes.
is the one, but there are like yes two. Who's coming closer to the sun? The organic one or the fake one?
Both, because
Okay.
the fake one is depending on the natural one, on
Mm-hmm.
his moves. He
So it's
cannot
behind the
make
natural.
different,
Okay.
yes, he cannot make different moves because he will be somehow discovered that is not actually
Mm-hmm.
there, the real one. He pretends to be real one too.
Okay. And I think I have one more question, and we close the session. They say like they discovered this three-eye atlas
Mhm.
420 million miles from the Earth near Jupiter. Is it true that those telescopes of what they're using, they can see so far, like million of miles? They can see or
I
sense.
have the feeling that no.
So it's just a number, right? It's just a
Yes.
story that's 420 million miles.
Yes.
So, and
I don't know for sure that, but came to tell you no.
yeah, so they put for all these images about three-eye atlas that they show up. Are there any of them real? Any of it real?
I have a feeling of showing different images. I
Mm-hmm.
only saw one image, but now in this moment I have more images. So it's the feeling is that what they show is not real,
Mm-hmm.
but in the same time now I have a figure something more taller than wider, so different than the one that I saw
Mm-hmm.
presented by them.
Okay.
And no, I don't know why they are sending this.
Okay.
Um, just for some purposes, for sure, something that we'll find out probably at some moment.
Yeah. And last question, promise. They say like this three-eye atlas has traces of nickel and cyanide, that
Mhm.
it's outgassing. What do you perceive about this information?
Simply having a feeling of something heavy, but nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
Something not heavy only, something mixed,
Mm-hmm.
of mixed materials,
Mm-hmm.
something that creates a specific object, but with very complex components
So this belongs to the fake one or the organic one?
to the fake one.
The fake one, of course. Mm-hmm. And also the theory that this can be a spaceship. What do you perceive about that?
I don't have this feeling, a spaceship. I
Mm-hmm.
have,
They,
I see and I
that's
feel a
a
kind of,
theory, right? They say it might
yes,
be a
it's,
spaceship, yeah? Mm-hmm.
no, it is a consciousness there, I told you, but it's something
Mm-hmm.
created by them. It has something to do with harvesting um, frequencies from here, but it's not a spaceship.
Can be the fake one a spaceship?
No,
No.
I don't have this feeling. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretending to be again to nurture some agendas, some
Mm-hmm.
of the people that they came to save them or something, but
Mm-hmm.
is has nothing to do with saving anyone.
They're waiting for a savior, yes. It's
Yes, exactly.
how they
Yes,
say they wrote in the Bible, where else they
yes,
wrote all these beautiful stories. Okay, Claudia, I finished my questions. If you have anything to add before we close our
yes.
investigation, it's very
I have
complex. Mm-hmm.
I have one because I remember when I saw that image with what they will try to do
Mm-hmm.
to scare people.
Yes.
One image with some areas where people will suddenly feel like they cannot breathe anymore. And
Okay.
in that image, I was having the feeling as a, how to say, as a measure how to protect themselves.
Okay.
People should simply be aware that this is just fake. This is not real. Um, I cannot explain how they could do that to make someone people feel like the air is not breathable. But the feeling that I was having is actually a simple lie. They put something in that air, like people to have the feeling that it's extremely, extremely toxic.
What
It's
are the
something.
symptoms? Well, yeah, what are the
Mhm.
other people when they breathe that, yeah, air? What symptoms they have?
No, this is what I
No?
was trying to
Yeah.
tell you,
Go.
that the air is not toxic, it's just the feeling of being toxic. This is
Mm-hmm.
what they try to do. They put something in there that people have the feeling that it's like a liquid, the air itself. But it's not
Mm-hmm.
true. It's just the feeling that they try to instill in those people. It's like they should simply continue to breathe normally,
Mm-hmm.
because there's no liquid in there. It's just a substance that they put in order to create this fear, this panic.
Because I'm asking you this because I had sometimes some dry coughs suddenly for no
Mhm.
reason. Is this connected to this kind of air or is just
No, I don't have this feeling. Now, when you said that, I
mm-hmm.
had suddenly felt a sense of something humid, something humid that irritates. It can irritate because something humid, a humid air,
Mm-hmm.
can maintain more toxins in that humidity.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
And
bacteria and stuff, right? Mm-hmm.
exactly, because it's humid, it's sticky somehow
Mm-hmm.
for the bacteria, and that
Mm-hmm.
can create, yes, indeed. But in the example that I was saying before,
Mm-hmm.
it was different. It's just something put on purpose to scare people that the air is not breathable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you, Claudia.
Mhm.
Should we stay outside, stay in the nature still?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
even if with all that radiation.
Mm-hmm.
And when I said that, I
Mm-hmm.
saw suddenly high altitudes where the radiation is even stronger, but even like that, it's preferable than to stay in a bigger city with full of toxins and everything. Better to stay
Exactly.
and adjust your body to that radiation, because the body will get used to it finally, instead of being in full toxins here.
And the body will know how to deal with it, kind of expel it, maybe, or
Exactly.
transmute it, can say, yeah?
It's
Mm-hmm.
easier to transmit it that instead of these heavy toxins that are in the big cities.
Mm-hmm. Can transmute it with your intention, yeah? With your consciousness.
With the consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay, very, very, very well, Claudia. Okay, we're done with the investigation. Now you got disconnect from all the information in this investigation. I will count from 1 to 3, and you're gonna come back in the present. I'm talking now. 1, you start to feel your body lighter and lighter. You can move your hands, you can move your feet. 2, you feel good, you feel well, you feel happy, you feel calm, you feel relaxed. 3, you can open your eyes when you're ready.
I crack my neck. Wow. That is at last now. Behind you. Ah, the cosmic events. Okay,
It's
okay.
yeah, the 3 events in Tigi Atlas is little one here, the little
Ah, okay,
black
okay. That
insect or
black.
something.
Yes, this is how I was seeing now. At the end, I was telling you. It's not round.
Those
It's
cosmic
something long.
events. Mhm. Thank you for participating in this investigation. Pretty complex. I think
Mm-hmm.
we gather the good information from all
The
this,
main,
the main
at least.
important information, and we made it through this complex
Yes.
investigation. Thank you, Claudia, and we'll see you
My
next
pleasure.
time. We'll see you
Sure.
next time with, of course, another beautiful investigation. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Buenos días.
Dzień dobry.
Bienvenidos a este primer vídeo de Disclosure en español y polaco.
Bardzo Was serdecznie witamy na tym nowym wideo, które będzie w języku hiszpańskim i polskim na kanale Disclosures.
Vamos a producir mucho más vídeos en futuro como estos vídeos informativos.
W przyszłości stworzymy dużo więcej takich wideo, które będą Was informowały o różnych rzeczach.
Porque estamos notando que cuanto más se va divulgando este trabajo, estas hipnosis por internet, también cuanto más mala información se está difundiendo.
A to dlatego, że zauważyliśmy, że im więcej wstawiamy sesji z naszymi hipnozami, tym więcej jakby informacji sprzecznych zaczyna się rozprzestrzeniać.
Y entonces hoy vamos a hablar de las sesiones investigativas.
Więc dzisiaj będziemy mówić o sesjach badawczych.
Porque estoy viendo que hay personas que a lo mejor se dedican a una sesión con una persona, se van a algún lugar, preguntan algo y lo poco de información que pueden extraer de una sesión se lo creen como si fuera oro, completamente puro oro.
Bo zauważyłem, że są takie sesje i takie osoby, które robią jedną sesję z jedną osobą na dany temat i kiedy wychodzi tam jakaś informacja, to jest ona odbierana jakby to było rzeczywiście coś niesamowicie wiarygodnego, jakby to było czyste złoto.
Yo os digo que la sesión así dicha investigativa no existe.
Ja chciałbym Wam powiedzieć, że sesja badawcza tak naprawdę nie istnieje.
Entonces podríais como preguntar, entonces cuando haces una sesión a un cliente y preguntas cosas, ¿por qué preguntas?
Więc mógłbyś mi zadać pytanie, więc skoro robisz jakąś sesję z jakąś osobą i zadajesz jej pytania, to właściwie po co je w ogóle zadajesz?
Sí, sabemos que la información en hipnosis está muy, pero de verdad muy contaminada.
My bardzo dobrze wiemy, że informacja, która wychodzi podczas hipnozy jest niezwykle, ale to niezwykle zanieczyszczona.
Y esa información, así como sale de la hipnosis, no podemos tomarla como conocimiento, como investigación.
Więc takiej informacji, która wychodzi podczas sesji hipnozy, nie bierzemy nigdy jako takiej informacji, która jest rzeczywiście bardzo prawdziwa, zgodna z prawdą i oczywista.
En el caso de sesiones a clientes, la información que sacamos nos sirve por otro objetivo. El objetivo es llegar a la causa de su problema y trabajar.
Te informacje, które uzyskujemy podczas sesji dla klientów, służą nam zupełnie do czegoś innego. Celem jest to, żeby znaleźć przyczynę i pracować nad nią.
Pero ¿qué significa que la información está contaminada? ¿Cuánto está contaminada y por qué?
Ale co to właściwie oznacza informacja zanieczyszczona? Kiedy jest zanieczyszczona i dlaczego jest zanieczyszczona?
Hay que saber que cuando nosotros pedimos una información y nos llega a través de una persona en hipnosis, esta información sale de una fuente, para así decirlo, y atraviesa muchas dimensiones, muchas densidades.
Kiedy prosimy o jakąś informację podczas sesji, to ta informacja, powiedzmy to w ten sposób, pochodzi z jakiegoś źródła, ale w międzyczasie przechodzi przez wiele gęstości i wiele wymiarów.
Y también pasa por conciencias, por inteligencias. Esa información viene atrapada en el éter por varios seres.
Ale ta informacja przechodzi też przez wiele umysłów, wiele świadomości, istnieje w eterze i może być przechwycona również przez wiele bytów.
Estos seres, estas inteligencias, pueden voluntariamente o involuntariamente distorsionarla.
I te byty, te istoty lub świadomości mogą ją zniekształcić świadomie lub nieświadomie.
Y además, la persona que está en hipnosis tiene sus creencias, su mentalidad, sus perspectivas, sus opiniones. Esta estructura mental contamina también esta información.
A co więcej, osoba, która jest w stanie hipnozy, ma swoje własne przekonania, swoje własne wartości i wierzenia, swoją własną mentalność i przez tą właśnie strukturę całą mentalną również może dojść do jeszcze kolejnego zanieczyszczenia.
Y además, si nosotros queremos investigar, por ejemplo, una persona o un ser que no tiene ninguna conexión con el ambiente hipnótico donde estamos trabajando, esta persona puede no autorizar la salida de informaciones de sí mismo.
A co więcej, jeśli połączymy się z jakąś istotą, która absolutnie nie należy do tego środowiska hipnotycznego, w którym pracujemy, taka istota może nie zgodzić się na przekazanie informacji.
Si hay interacción, si hay interferencias entre un ser y otro, es posible que circule información por las conexiones, por los pactos.
Jeśli jest jakaś interferencja między dwoma istotami, to wtedy dzięki tym paktom, albo przez te pakty, przez to połączenie, które istnieje, rzeczywiście wychodzą informacje.
Pero si en aquella sesión en concreto ese ser o esa persona se va a cuestionar y no hay ninguna conexión, es muy improbable que llegue una información autorizada.
Ale jeśli zdarzy się tak, że łączymy się z istotą, która nie ma z tym nic wspólnego, to jest bardzo mało prawdopodobne, że dostaniemy jakąś informację.
Entonces, imaginemos que queremos investigar sobre un personaje famoso de la historia.
No, na przykład wyobraźmy sobie, że chcielibyśmy otrzymać informację o jakiejś osobie niezwykle znanej, historycznej.
Si no tenemos de alguna manera alguna conexión con los elementos del ambiente hipnótico y esta persona, aunque no esté conectada, no autoriza esta información, pues no llega.
Więc jeśli wyobrazimy sobie, że ta osoba nie jest w żaden sposób połączona z tym środowiskiem hipnotycznym, w którym pracujemy, może się tak zdarzyć, że absolutnie nie zezwoli na żadne przekazywanie informacji na swój temat.
Y cuando pasa esto, hay siempre o casi siempre alguna entidad que se aprovecha de la situación.
I kiedy to się dzieje, zazwyczaj pojawia się jakiś byt, który wykorzystuje tę sytuację.
Se puede presentar con la supuesta identidad de la persona o del ser que estamos buscando, o puede de todas formas modificar o inventar una información por su cuenta, por su personal ventaja.
Może zrobić dwie rzeczy. Albo przyjąć, zidentyfikować się z osobą, o której chcemy zrobić tę sesję, przyjąć jej tożsamość, albo zmienić informacje, które chcielibyśmy otrzymać, tak aby to działało na jej korzyść.
Nosotros en sesión a clientes podemos trabajar porque el cliente nos autoriza a trabajar en él en su sesión.
Podczas sesji dla klientów możemy pracować nad takimi informacjami, bo otrzymujemy zgodę na informacje właśnie dzięki temu klientowi.
Y podemos trabajar con sus seres queridos, por ejemplo, o con los seres que interfieren con ella, propio porque hay estas conexiones.
I możemy pracować na przykład z istotami, które kocha ta dana osoba, lub z bytami, które w nią ingerują, właśnie przez to połączenie, które tam istnieje.
Entonces, hay una gran diferencia entre la sesión a un cliente para solucionar sus problemas y hacer sesiones para investigar.
Dlatego istnieje taka duża różnica między sesjami, które robimy dla klientów, aby rozwiązać ich problemy, i między sesjami takimi poszukiwawczymi, badawczymi.
Por eso digo que no existe una sesión investigativa.
I dlatego właśnie Wam mówię, że nie istnieje coś takiego jak sesja badawcza.
Lo que existe es un protocolo de sesiones de investigación.
To, co istnieje, to pewien protokół sesji badawczych.
Hay que seguir un protocolo y hay que seguir, ejecutar una serie de sesiones y con personas diferentes.
Więc trzeba zawsze śledzić ten sam protokół, a jednocześnie wykonać wiele sesji z różnymi osobami.
El protocolo tiene que ser único, unívoco, porque hay que preguntar en un tema las mismas preguntas para ir en la misma dirección.
Ten protokół powinien być zawsze taki sam, ponieważ należy zadawać takie same pytania, tak aby iść zawsze w tym samym kierunku.
Cuanto más está restringido este espacio de investigación, cuanto más podemos tener más probabilidad de tener buena información.
Im bardziej zawężamy obszar naszych poszukiwań, tym bardziej prawdopodobne będzie, że otrzymamy dobre informacje.
Sí, podemos también aumentar este espacio, pero tenemos que aumentar proporcionalmente el número de sesiones por hacer.
Możemy oczywiście rozszerzyć ten obszar, ale wtedy będziemy zmuszeni również rozszerzyć ilość tych sesji.
Luego, cuando tenemos una grande serie de sesiones, pero estamos hablando de centenas o hasta de millares de sesiones,
I wtedy mówimy o olbrzymiej liczbie sesji, od setki po tysiące.
tenemos que recoger toda aquella información que es común a todas o a casi todas estas sesiones hechas.
I wtedy musimy pozbierać te informacje, które są wspólne dla wszystkich bądź prawie wszystkich tych sesji.
Esta información común vais a ver que es un porcentaje muy pequeño con respecto a la totalidad de la información.
I zobaczycie, że ta informacja wspólna będzie naprawdę niewielkim odsetkiem tych informacji, które się tam pojawią.
Son pepitas de oro.
To są takie malutkie ziarenka.
Es como si nosotros vamos a un río, vamos a coger este filtro, vamos a coger muchísima arena para recoger solo muy pocas pepitillas de oro.
I można to przyrównać do poszukiwania złota, kiedy filtruje się dno rzeki, zbiera się mnóstwo piasku, a na koniec pojawiają się maleńkie ziarenka złota.
Esa sí que es información de oro.
I to jest właśnie ta informacja złota.
Si hoy podemos decir que hay seres que interfieren bastante con el ser humano y que tienen formas de animales reptiles o de animales a forma de insectos, etc., es porque todo esto sale desde que se empezaron las sesiones de hipnosis y hay muchísimas, millares y millares con esta información común.
I jeśli dzisiaj możemy powiedzieć, że są ingerencje, które przybierają formy albo reptilii, albo jakichś insektów, to dlatego, że takie informacje wychodzą od początku naszych sesji hipnotycznych i są wspólne i jest ich tysiące.
Pero si yo digo que en la ciudad de Nueva York, en el 1452, en aquel punto, había una casa que vivía un viejo que se llamaba Tom, pues solo en aquella sesión ha salido, y cuanto más contaminada puede ser, no lo va a saber nadie.
Ale jeśli chciałabym powiedzieć, przekazać taką informację, że w Nowym Jorku w 1452 roku stał taki a taki dom, w którym mieszkał taki a taki starszy pan o imieniu Tom, to nie mam pojęcia, jak bardzo zanieczyszczona będzie ta informacja.
Así entonces se hace investigación. Es un trabajo muy largo, muy duro, y tiene que ser hecho con un protocolo riguroso y severo.
A więc właśnie w taki sposób należy robić sesje badawcze. Jest to proces bardzo długi, ciężki i który wymaga bardzo restrykcyjnego protokołu.
Entonces, por esto que nosotros ya vamos a empezar a hacer ciclos de investigación.
I właśnie dlatego zaczniemy teraz robić takie cykle badawcze.
La estructura del team, que cada vez va creciendo siempre más, y el número de clientes que cada día contactan con nosotros, nos permiten organizar estos ciclos de investigación.
I ponieważ struktura naszego zespołu cały czas się powiększa, a także liczba klientów, którzy kontaktują się z nami każdego dnia, te czynniki pozwalają nam na to, żebyśmy zrobili taki cykl badawczy.
Creo que ya he dicho todo, o casi todo. Cualquier pregunta podéis escribirla en los comentarios del vídeo o donde sea publicado el vídeo.
Myślę, że powiedziałem wszystko, bądź prawie wszystko, a jeśli macie jakieś pytania, to proszę zadajcie je pod tym wideo.
Gracias por vuestra atención.
Dziękujemy za Waszą uwagę.
Y gracias a ti, Milena.
Gracias a ti, Kalo. Dziękujemy.
Chao.
Ciao.